The next topic is chlorophyll and photosynthesis. So if you see the photosynthesis equation, carbon dioxide plus water gives rise to light, chlorophyll gives rise to C6H12O6 glucose plus water plus oxygen. Okay. So we have seen the experiment for carbon dioxide, that is Mole's half-leaf experiment. If you come to water, Van Helmont experiment, light, engine house experiment and black paper experiment. Next, starch, presence of starch, iodine experiment. Next, oxygen, hydrilla experiment. So you have proved that everything with activity, with experiment. Then you should, only the remaining is chlorophyll. So you need to prove that chlorophyll is involved in the photosynthesis. So how do you prove that? Chlorophyll and photosynthesis. Okay. Engine house scientist. So he was the scientist who told that oxygen is evolved due to presence of light. Oxygen is evolved in the plants. So he was the same scientist who told that statement. He was very interested to work in the photosynthesis. So he was working on the photosynthesis and he told that the green parts of the plant, green parts of the plant are responsible for photosynthesis. But this statement has created so many doubts in the several scientists. So what happens if green parts, like some plants will not have green leaves, so photosynthesis is not taking place in that plants? No, it's wrong. Photosynthesis is taking place and the plants are growing. So what happens if new leaf which is formed is generally pale yellow in color. So after some time it becomes dark green in color and carry on the photosynthesis. So this question, that green parts of plant is responsible for the photosynthesis, arise doubt to several scientists. If the leaves are red in color, whether they are not able to perform photosynthesis? No, that was wrong. So the scientists have been starting working on that question, on this question. So if you see any green animal is green but it is not able to perform photosynthesis, it is not able to prepare its food. So why the green color is playing that much important role? So then another scientist called Pelletier and Cavantu. Pelletier and Cavantu scientists located the site of photosynthesis. They located the site of photosynthesis. So that green color, wherever the green color is responsible for photosynthesis. So where the green color is present, so they located the site of photosynthesis. And named it as chlorophyll. Okay. So engine house told that green parts of the plant are responsible for photosynthesis. Pelletier and Cavantu, they located the site of photosynthesis. That is nothing but chlorophyll. They named it as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is green in color, which is responsible for photosynthesis. So they discovered the chlorophyll discovery was done by Pelletier and Cavantu. Afterwards, so now the question still is there. So what happens if a plant has red leaves or yellow leaves, whether they are able to perform photosynthesis or not? So in addition to chlorophyll, the plant contains some other plastids. So you know that chloroplast is a plastid. So they contain other light harvesting pigments. So, in addition to chlorophyll, the leaf contains some leaves, not all the leaves, which are red in color or which are yellow in color, other than green color. They contains carotenoids and phycobills. Okay, so chlorophyll is present, because of which green leaf is green in color. But what happens if the leaf is red in color? Some plants have red color leaves. So whether photosynthesis is carrying on in this means yes, because that plants are growing. Then the scientists have found that the leaf, those leaves, the red color leaves, they contain some carotenoids and phycobills. These two are nothing but light harvesting pigments. Chlorophyll is also a light harvesting pigment, and carotenoids, phycobills are also light harvesting pigment. They will capture the sunlight energy, sunlight energy, and they will pass on to the chlorophyll for the photosynthesis. Then why they are red in color? The leaf is red in color because compared to number of chlorophyll, the number of carotenoids are more. So the leaf is red in color. So carotenoids, these are all plastids. Plastids give color to the leaf. We know that in the previous class. So as the number of carotenoids are more, the color of the leaf is red. But what they do, they will capture the light energy and they will give to the chlorophyll. And the chlorophyll will carry on the process of photosynthesis. So this is why the red color plants are also able to perform photosynthesis. Next, after discovery of chlorophyll, it was thought that chlorophyll is spread throughout the leaf. But Julius Van Sachs, scientist, he discovered that chlorophyll is not spread out throughout the leaf, but it is present in a particular cell organelle in the cell. So, he told that chlorophyll is not spread throughout the leaf, but it is present in particular cell organelle called chloroplast in the cell. Okay? In the cell. Yeah? So Julius Van Sachs, he told that at first scientists were thinking that chlorophyll is spread throughout the leaf like this. Chlorophyll is spread throughout the leaf. But Julius Van Sachs found that chlorophyll is not spread throughout the leaf, but they are present in particular cell organelle. If you take a cell, plant cell, if you think it is a plant cell, so in this plant cell, a structure called chloroplast is present. In which chlorophyll is present. Okay? In chloroplast, chlorophyll is present as a light harvesting pigment. Okay? So chlorophyll is present in the cell organelle called chloroplast. After that, so scientists started working on the chloroplast. But when they started isolating the cell and tried to break the cell, plant cell, if you want to isolate something inside the cell, if you want to take something from the cell, what you have to do, you have to break the cell. So when they are breaking the plant cell, to isolate the chloroplast was also breaking off. So it was very difficult to study the structure of chloroplast and how the chlorophyll is present in the chloroplast. Afterwards, the scientist called Daniel I. Arnon. Daniel I. Arnon. He was a scientist who succeeded in isolating the chloroplast without breaking the chloroplast. He carefully destroyed the plant cell. Very carefully he destroyed the plant cell, and without breaking the chloroplast, he isolated the chloroplast, and then scientists started studying the structure of chloroplast. So at first the problem was, whenever the scientists wanted to study about the structure of chloroplast, they were breaking the plant cell. But at that time, when they were breaking the plant cell, the chloroplast was also destroyed. So it had become very difficult to study about photosynthesis. So this Daniel I. Arnon scientist developed a special technique in which he carefully broke the plant cell and removed chloroplast without any damage. So that scientists further studied the structure of chloroplast, and they were able to know the photosynthesis process in detail. Afterwards, we will study the structure of chloroplast also. Thank you.